The chef is gonna do a beautiful dessert.
Beautiful.
Today I'm featuring my lemon drop cakes.
Lemon drop cake.
Right, my lemon drop cakes.
That's a pineapple, sir.
My lemon drop cakes.
That's a champagne flute.
All right.
And he's putting
My lemon drop cakes. It's gonna go in.
Wait a minute.
Right, and I have the Cardi
that
B.
is a piece of cake.
Whips, cream. All right, it's nice. It's beautiful. I have it. Beautiful, nice. I have it.
Okay, this isn't terrible, so bad.
okay. It's all right.
Beautiful, it's elegant.
I've had this dessert served in glasses.
Yeah.
Just watch.
Yeah.
Watch.
He's not going to put champagne in there, right?
No.
Watch and pay attention. It's time for the chef to turn this steak over. Look. Nice. Beautiful.
Feel the wind blow. Keep pushing forward, never let go. Feet to the pavement, riding out love through all the hard times. We're standing strong, momentum's building dreams inside. We won't be stopping beyond the night.
Oh my goodness. Well, welcome to the Don't Hold Your Breath podcast. You know, when inspiration hits, you gotta get on it right away because inspiration is perishable. All right. So I said, I'm just going to go ahead and put this one in the can. So if you guys haven't seen Fancy Chef 2013 on Instagram, you need to do yourself a favor and check him out. He's quite fancy. This guy, I don't remember even where I came across. I was probably just scrolling through Instagram and it popped up and I did one of those double takes where it's like, what was that? I don't know what's up with the guy. Go check it out. Fancy_chef_2013. I'll show you a little clip. So Tom Segura had him on his podcast. Hopefully Tom is okay with this. Chef Tom, show us what's been going on here. Just hit play on this.
Do is, I'm going to come here.
Yes, sir.
I want to do it right before your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna have this.
Yes, chef.
Give me a bigger plate.
Yes, chef.
Okay. Again, I always talk about color combo. Oh shoot.
That's all right.
That's okay. It
Olive oil.
happens.
You
You
pull that
know?
Shout out to Tom's team
before it goes.
for rolling
Oh,
applause.
yes.
Oh, can we soak that up? Sorry about that.
What happened, chef?
It spilled over. Okay,
Just
let's
a little
Tanner,
olive
you
oil, no
weren't
big
fucking
deal.
here.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, this definitely goes on you, Tanner.
Yeah, dude.
Um,
You're supposed to be next to him helping him.
Sorry, chef.
Okay, good.
Good job.
You can just take the paper, Tanner.
Are we filming?
Yes, chef. We are filming.
Okay, good. So we're gonna do
fucking
a color
weird.
contrast. We're gonna go Italian.
Okay, color contrast. We're gonna go Italian.
Right here.
We're already at. We should mention by the way, the strawberries were unbelievable.
So good.
So now we are on the second
His
course.
first
where it
course
looks
was
like we
literally a
have some
plate of strawberries.
burrata
That's his first course.
Over here.
and some heirloom
Go there.
tomatoes.
Yes. I'm gonna go.
So you're going tomato, cheese, tomato, cheese,
Yeah.
Love it.
tomato.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay,
Okay. So the key point here is you want to go middle.
I'm gonna go in the middle.
All right.
Okay.
You want to go middle.
Yeah, walk us through your thinking right now.
Excitement. Overjoyed. Okay. So I want to go
There we
here.
go.
Excitement.
And
Oh, right.
He's
So you go
overjoyed.
middle. Even.
Yeah.
Spread out.
spread out.
Let me have.
Good job, Tanner. Good
yeah,
thinking.
cover this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. We're gonna go here.
Some balsamic
Some
here.
balsamic.
wow.
Beautiful.
Ooh, look at the drizzle technique. I
Yeah.
like that.
Rolling
Okay,
You
yeah,
can
so
tell
with
there's years
balsamic.
behind that.
Let me have the olive oil.
Yes, chef.
Olive oil right
Okay,
here.
good. So we'll
Okay.
go olive oil.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a generous.
I know.
Yes.
I know. Actually,
Wow.
no, right?
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Because I like olive oil.
So
too.
do I. And it's good
So
for you,
that's something to
Tom.
do.
Tanner,
All
grab
right,
the
so
oil.
it's even and
There
nice.
you go.
Okay. It's even out. Look,
Yes.
the chef got no tricks. That's good. You got no tricks.
Wow.
Okay, look. So now we're going to put the finishing touches. The
Okay.
finishing touches,
Is that
the basil.
the basil?
Wow.
All right.
Tom
And
looks
again,
like a bishop.
generous size
All right. So we go here.
basil.
Yes. Nice.
I love
there.
basil
like-
too,
I
and
do
he
too.
knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
I like
So
that.
good. Not too much. You don't want to overshadow the dish.
It's important to also point out some of your intuitive nature because we didn't even fill out a preference sheet. You're doing this without us having relayed to you what some of our favorites are, and right out of the gate, there's 2 in a row. It's incredible.
Beautiful. I like it. Okay.
Great.
Okay, so that's good. You get the idea. If you don't have time to go to fancy_chef_2013, then you just really don't have a reason to live. He demands that you book him. Book me now. No time to waste. Get on the phone. 507-206-8725, whatever. His 3 phone numbers, he'll rattle them off in every single video. Go to Tom Segura's podcast too and watch some of his stuff, because he does a pretty good kind of overview of his account and everything. But the thing, I felt kind of conflicted about this, because, I mean, what's up with this guy? Is he seems like he might actually be mentally disabled. And I'm not saying that to be a dick, but he might be. I mean, he seems to have a very low level of situational awareness about what's going on around him. And he may have some vision problems. If you watch some of his videos, I think his depth perception is off slightly, and he may just have poor vision. But he seems like a really sweet guy. He's got a picture of his daughter up there trying some lamb that he made and stuff, and he probably does have 40 years of kitchen experience. He probably has been all over the world working with teams to put food together. And so the issue I had with this is that people are kind of watching this for entertainment in a different way than they're watching like Tyler Florence or some shit, for entertainment. So what do we think about that? They're paying for the entertainment. They're not paying for his skill as a chef. They're not paying for his years of hard work or his talent or his artistic creativity or any of that stuff. They're paying to see someone who they perceive as less fortunate, and they're paying a premium. They're paying $10,000, $20,000 to fly him out. They're giving him first class tickets to go places. I mean, it looks like that is the case. Maybe he's just saying it, and maybe his phone is ringing off the hook. I don't know, with people calling and asking him to book events, and maybe they're all no's. I don't know. He filters them out. He's literally on this podcast. He gets a call in the middle of the podcast on the air, answers the phone on the podcast, and goes through his questioning process with the client, and is like, what do you want? Like a refined or simple? Do you want expensive or inexpensive? So we want, simple, but expensive is fine. Expensive is good. Do you travel? Do you go to Ohio, whatever? Yeah. Is it a house or a mansion? A regular house or a mansion? And he's like, it's not really a mansion. Sorry, I can't do it. Bye. Boom. And he hangs up on him. Like, it's incredible. It's like, it's almost like he's a savant at just being confident. And the whole point of where I'm going with all this is that he is the essence of a personal brand. He loves himself. Whether he's unaware. I mean, he could just be blissfully unaware, and he could be maybe some kind of Down syndrome or autistic or something like that. I don't know. But when I say here, like, what can I learn from a guy like Fancy? Why is he alluring to so many people aside from his foolish incompetence? The answer is that he doesn't seem to notice or care that he is utterly incapable as a chef. He is unwaveringly confident without even a whiff of condescension or arrogance. I think this is the critical point right here. Fancy is just a humble guy in his own world who's learned the truth behind Naval Ravikant's maxim, no one is going to value you more than you value yourself. He's stumbled unwittingly into his own mastery of the personal brand concept. I'm desperate to know his origin story. I am. I'm sitting here Googling this guy and looking for information about who he is, where does he come from. Everything is, I haven't found anything yet. I literally just stumbled on this a few hours ago. So I'm kind of just, like I said, inspired and wanted to put something out there. He has stumbled unwittingly into his own mastery of the concept of the personal brand. I'm desperate to know his origin story, and so is Tom Segura, and so are 60,000 of his Instagram followers. He says, beautiful and nice, beautiful and nice, beautiful and nice, and other positive things constantly and incessantly, repeating them over and over and over again. So he's putting positive vibes out into the universe, and he promotes himself incessantly and unabashedly. As ridiculous and cartoonish as he is, he's at least sincerely and completely himself. He's not afraid of that. But a lot of us are. I am. And that's what I discovered working on creating a personal brand. People want something that they can identify with. And an interesting thing I heard today is that I think Pixar did a survey about their characters that people identify with, and people most often identify with the flaws in the characters. They don't identify with Superman. They identify with Batman because he's flawed. They identify with Spider-Man because he's flawed and he's human. And these things that are exceptional about these superheroes, about these characters, are almost as much a burden as they are a blessing. So I think there's a really interesting thing that I'm kind of hovering over somewhere, but I don't have the full articulation of it or the full understanding of it yet. But I'm going to get there, and Fancy Chef is going to show me the way. It's such an interesting thing. He seems like I'd love to meet him. He's just such an interesting guy. And what makes him interesting, what we can learn from him and the anomaly of his success is that he's not really anomalous. Like, he is the essence of a successful brand. He's the raw, unfiltered crude, the unbroken ore of modern marketing. He can love himself humbly. And so the world drops to their knees, whatever. Like, everyone is looking at him because he can be so incompetent and imperfect, and yet he is unfazed by that. And I think that so many people, myself included, definitely are very fazed by our imperfections, very, aware of our imperfections, and whether he's aware of them or not, they can't touch him. They cannot touch him. So that's what I've got to say about Fancy Chef 2013. I think you're doing a fantastic job with what you've got out there. I think you're highly an entertaining, very entertaining personality to have around. I think somehow Tom Segura found this guy and promoted him. I don't watch Tom's show, but it seems like he has a lot of different. I kind of watch weird people on Instagram, I think, and make fun of them, right? Because, for lack of a better word. And I don't feel really good about that. That doesn't make me want to go watch Tom Segura's show. In fact, it makes me want to watch it less, kind of. But that's just me personally. I feel like maybe I've been made fun of a lot. And so I've lashed out and made fun of people a lot. And I'm at a point where I've been at a point for a while where I don't want to do that. I don't want to be part of that. And I don't want to be privy to that. I don't find it necessarily productive. And I could be totally wrong about that. Kill Tony, Tony Hinchcliffe does that to great success. And he crushes people on that stage sometimes, if you guys have ever seen Kill Tony. But in a sense, he's crushing a bunch of ore to be able to find the gold and mine the gold that's in there, because the gold can withstand the crushing and still shine, something like that. Right. So, we all need to have thicker skins. But I think that applies externally as much as internally. And, this is just, it's a rabbit hole that we can continue to go down. It can definitely tie into being able to have conversations with people on your team and manage your team in certain ways and certain times. When you're dealing with people who have issues with competence during business hours and you're trying to grow a team, dealing with incompetence is a big part of that. Being able to overcome incompetence and turn it into competence or turn it into any sort of positive for the team and for the business is a very important skill set. So I guess I'm somewhere hovering around that. But like I said, I'll work on articulating a little bit better. Do appreciate you guys checking in and watching the episode whenever it comes out in the next couple of days. And it's looking like December-ish that we're going to start putting out some of the full episodes. I want to have them out definitely by before Christmas, so people can kind of on their Christmas holiday maybe be able to see the interviews that they've done and be able to have some free time to take a look at those and check it out and maybe have some time to give some feedback. So appreciate everybody for watching. Don't hold your breath.